Someone might have told me. Is the mic on?
Ladies and gents, your next act this evening, please welcome Mr. Steve Love.
In '68, when I was just a kid, someone might have told me to know if they did about a festival down a little country lane with the Move, Pretty Things and Jefferson Airplane and Fairport Convention rocks the night on the Isle of Wight. Did you feel alright? I didn't go, I was just a kid, but I heard 10,000 people did. 69 and the festival's back. Sunshine, tents, mud, speaker stacks. Tom Paxton, Joe Cocker and the Moody Blues. Julie Felix and Free and the Who and Bob Dylan rocks the night on the Isle of Wight. Did you feel alright? I didn't go, I was just a kid, but I heard 100,000 people did. Roll on to 1970, well they tore down the fences, now the show was free. ELP, Procol Harum, Joan Baez, Hawkwind, The Doors, Leonard Cohen, Joni Mitchell, Tiny Tim and Jimi Hendrix rocks the night on the Isle of Wight. Did you feel alright? I didn't go, I was just a kid, but I heard 500,000 people did. That was it, they said it's all out of hand. They changed the laws of the land, they got the festival banned. It was the end of the show, so I didn't go. The festival's back now, but I didn't go. I didn't have a ticket, hadn't got the dough, and I don't know if I could still rock all night, though it sounds pretty good from the road outside. But I went back just the other day to see where Dylan and Hendrix played. There's nothing much there now but fields of hay, but when I close my eyes I could feel the crowd sway like it was yesterday. Don't mess with an island girl. Don't you mess with an island girl. 'Cause if you did, you'd wish you didn't have messed with an island girl. Well, Lady Isabella said, I don't need a fella to help me rule the island I do find. It's the 13th century and it all belongs to me, so I'll rule it by decree, 'cause it's all mine. If I marry then I'd lose it, that isn't how I choose it. The prince's proposition constantly, but I don't need the hassle, so I built myself that castle. And I'm an island girl, don't mess with me. She said, don't mess with an island girl, don't you mess with an island girl. 'Cause if you did, you'd wish you didn't have messed with an island girl. Well, so the story goes, when sank the Mary Rose in 1545 off Spithead Shore, Count and the Baltic France said, "Come on lads, here's our chance. Let's go and give the Isle of Wight what for." While the menfolk were away, they came ashore at Whitecliff Bay and ended up all drowned in the sea. 'Cause the ladies of the Wight all turned out for a fight, saying, "I'm an island girl, don't mess with me." They said, "Don't mess with an island girl, don't you mess with an island girl, 'cause if you did, you'd wish you didn't have messed with an island girl." Well, barefoot, free and wild, when Vicky was a child, the Isle of Wight is what she would prefer. But then at 17, they promoted her to Queen, and Albert's built her Osborne just for her. Well, then from there she ruled a quarter of the world, sang Rule Britannia over land and sea. And if that doesn't pass, you'll find a gunboat up your arse, 'cause I'm an island girl, don't mess with me. She said, "Don't mess with an island girl, don't you mess with an island girl, 'cause if you did, you'd wish you didn't have messed with an island girl." Well now then somehows I fell from a girl from Cowes. I wanted her for my bride to be. So I went to ask her dad, who said, "Now listen lad, I've married her mother, now look at me. Well, here is my advice, if I don't treat her nice, she gives me what for, wherefore, merry hell. Now I'm wiser and I'm older, so it's time I told you, whatever you do, don't mess with an island girl." He said, "Don't mess with an island girl, don't you mess with an island girl, 'cause if you did, you'd wish you didn't have messed with an island girl." But I messed with that island girl, I've went and messed with that island girl. Yes, I've went and did, now I wish I didn't have messed with that island girl. So don't mess with an island girl, don't you mess with an island girl, 'cause if you did, you'd wish you didn't have messed with an island girl.
Dog. Look, I've got a little one here, look.
I've got a dog song, but I'm not doing it tonight. I only do it when the dog gives me a request. Now, here's a song for all my Irish friends on the island. It was many years ago, don't know how long it would be. They left their island home to cross the Irish Sea. Now each of them I know is a special friend to me. They came to the island from Ireland. Well, Clodagh came from Killikee over in the west, but working in the factory on the steel press. She was brought up in a convent, now you would never guess, since she came to the island from Ireland. And Tommy's from Tralee, where it's wild and remote, but there's not a thing that he doesn't know about a boat. On the ferry he's the man what keeps it all afloat, since he came to the island from Ireland. Back in Rathangan said a fella named Ed, believe it if you can, it was 4 to every bed. So I left to join the army to see the world instead. Then I came to the island from Ireland. And every trouble spot he said I thought I'd seen the lot, till I came to the island from Ireland. And it was St. Patrick's Day, and you should have seen the scene. The pubs in disarray, turning into a ship. Been there was drums and tambourines, flutes and mandolins, and they came to the island from Ireland. they played Cooney's Reel and filled the Fluters' Ball. They was dancing on the tables, playing not to fall. There was lots of reminiscing about the time they all came to the island from Ireland. Let's go. Well, there's Patsy Ginty, he was bought in Ballygown. Put 1,000 tons of concrete under the town. Says it takes a lot of concrete, stop it falling down. He came to the island from Ireland. As a Kayleen in Cork, Mary was perverse. Said, I'm going to be an actress. Made her mother curse. No, you won't, you'll go to England. She said to be a nurse. She came to the island from Ireland. But give her half a chance and you should see her dance, since she came to the island from Ireland. And it was St. Patrick's Day and you should have seen the scene. The pubs in disarray turning into a shebeen. There was drums and tambourines, flutes and mandolins, and they came to the island from Ireland. There was Guinness and poachine to paint the island white, green, and they came to the island from Ireland. This next one needs even more percussion. They take spring water, juniper berries and grain and secret botanicals they're not saying, and they put them in a copper and they mash it all day and they bubble it all night long. And out of a column still clear and bright comes mermaid gin, and it's all right. It's the best kept secret on the Isle of Wight, or it was till I wrote this song. Mermaid gin, it doesn't have real mermaids in, just waves of heaven and a ripple of sin in a bottle of mermaid gin. The gin's named after the mermaid bronze on the rocks by Cowes Marina. She plays dead with a seagull on the head, I'm sure you must have seen her. Well, I like to have a gin or 3 years into Cowes I sail. When I do, I swear she winks at me with a cheeky little flick of her tail. Mermaid gin, it doesn't have real mermaids in, just waves of heaven and a ripple of sin in a bottle of mermaid gin. Once I fell in love with a mermaid, she swam in from the sea. I knew I really fancied her, I thought she'd fancy me. And so I said, will you come to bed and maybe we might marry? But she said no and I've got to go. I'm staying halibut. A mermaid gin, it doesn't have real mermaids in, just waves of heaven and a ripple of sin in a bottle of mermaid gin. Mate got a girlfriend, but things was rather slow. However she put the question, his answer was always no. So she bought him a bottle of mermaid gin to see if he would flirt. Next morning we found him sewing all the buttons back on his shirt. Mermaid gin, it doesn't have real mermaids in, just waves of heaven and a ripple of sin in a bottle of mermaid gin. name is Iris, she don't do things by half. When she got that damn virus, she ran herself a bath of mermaid gin, then hopped straight in. She makes it nice and hot. Well, I'm assured that she's been cured. She drank the whole damn lot. Mermaid gin, it doesn't have real mermaids in, just waves of heaven and a ripple of sin in a bottle of a mermaid gin. When I found where they make mermaid gin, I took myself along to see the boss, to ask if he would like to buy my song. He said, I love it, how much do you want just to hear you sing it again? I said, boss, you keep your money, just pay me in mermaid gin. Mermaid gin, it doesn't have real mermaids in, just waves of heaven and a ripple of sin in a bottle of mermaid gin. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Brought it alive. Thank you, folks. Night night.